Hello, my name is Alfonso Trejo. Today I'm going to talk about the novel The Color Purple by Alice Walker. My thesis was about Sally's influences, positive and negative, that made her who she was at the end of the story. Sally went from being a victim of abuse and what she thought was incest to being a strong young lady and stood up for herself and eventually had everything fall into place. One of the characters were Sally's father, who was a negative influence to her. Sally's father introduced her into physical abuse, mental abuse, and rape. Sally had 2 children, Adam and Olivia, from her father. Adam was taken from her while she was asleep. Olivia was taken from her right after birth. Her father sold both of them. Her father also made Sally marry somebody she didn't love just to take care of his kids. Next character was Sally's husband, who she referred to as Mr. Never said his first name, always referred to him as Mr. I think it was a sign of dominance. Mr. also was a negative influence to her. He introduced her to physically, mental abuse as well. Next character was Sally's sister. After a few months after Sally got married, Sally's sister moved with Sally to get away from her father as well. Sally's sister was a positive influence to Sally. Sally's sister helped her learn how to read and write because they both knew that there was a time that they were going to be separated and they could communicate no matter how far they were. Mr. tried to abuse Sally's sister, who was Nettie, and also rape her. She physically denied it, and because of that, Mr. kicked her out of the house. As he kicked her out of the house and she was leaving, Nettie told Sally to write to her and told Mr. that death was the only reason they were going to be apart. The next character was Suge Avery. Suge Avery was also a very, very positive influence to Sally. Suge Avery was actually Mr.'s mistress, but came a time where she got real sick and Mr. brought her into the home. Ironically, Sally accepted it. Sally fed off of Suge Avery's being independent and how strong she was on her own. Suge Avery taught Sally to be strong, to stand up for herself, and also told her that she was pretty, inside and out. She did not have to take the way and the abuse that Mr. was giving her. At the end of the story, Sally became a very, very strong woman. She stood up to Mr., left him, left the house, and became independent. Started her own business and became successful. She also found out that her father, that she thought was her father, she had the children from, was not her father, but her stepfather. Her real father had passed away when she was young and left the house and all the property to her mother, and as her mother passed away, it all fell into Sally's hands. So at the end, Sally wanted being independent and wanted being a strong woman and achieving what she stood up for. This concludes my presentation. If you have any questions, you can always email me at Angel. Thank you.